myself that anyone gives a what about me personally, but
well,
they see us on the television every day, and you project something onto this person that's on your TV screen that comes in, and so that's whatever, these dramatic stories that they write, and it generates excitement, and so we get to come, and
you're getting excited now.
Well, no, I'm excited to meet me right now.
Listen, they don't,
I can't believe I'm here.
They care about Dom. They don't care about.
That's also true. That's also true.
No, I think they care about me and Lisa.
No. Listen, I just stuck up for you. You insulted me. How does that work? I stuck up for you and you insulted me.
You sticking up for me?
Didn't you hear what I just said?
I just don't assume that you ever would. So
ladies like, listen.
Wow.
You say so maybe we're only 9 years apart, but I still feel proud to be the hypothetical TV mother of this wonderful young adult.
Ronnie's got fans too, and Lisa,
he's got tremendous
fans. I have like fans.
No, you got fans. No.
But when you said I had fans, you kind of went like this.
At least no, I mean all the guys who watch like you. I like you.
Yeah, there's 5 guys who watch the show. He's one of them.
I'm one.
5 fans.
I've got some sci-fi fans in Canada.
Well, Star Trek. You've done Star Trek. You've done It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You've got.
What did you wear? What did you have on your face?
Starfleet suit and ridges.
You had the ridges on? That doesn't sound like comedy.
I felt tough. I felt tough as can be that day. It was the toughest I ever felt.
Because Klingons are like supernatural strength.
Bite your arm off.
Bite your arm off.
Wow.
I doubt that's their strength.
Klingons
Anyone
are bad.
can bite someone's arm off.
Klingons are
Shouldn't
badass.
Klingons be able to do something much more?
I need a mimosa.
Do you think Klingons aren't badass?
I want to get where you guys
They
are.
are. A Starfleet suit, which they take a lot of measurements to get the Starfleet suit just
It
right.
fits just right.
Honest to God, they take about 7,000 measurements to get a Starfleet suit. I just figured they made it stretchy.
Yeah.
And made you stretch into it. And I was 4 months pregnant when I played that role. Nobody knew. That's a little bit of
Yeah. Breaking news, Lisa, you're knocked up, right?
I'm not pregnant.
No.
You heard it first.
Is Sonny the daddy on?
No.
Sonny the daddy.
No.
So, Dominic, you're from Hamilton.
Yeah.
So, Toronto's not that far away. An hour without traffic, 5 with traffic.
Yeah.
So, what's it like being back in Toronto?
It's great. I'm a Leaf fan, Jays fan, Raptors fan. I'm all sports Toronto fan. So I like being back here. And obviously I haven't been home since briefly for like literally 3 days at Christmas last year. So it's, and you know, LA seems so far. I was living in Vancouver for 7.5 years.
For Edgemont.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Because that was a teen soap.
Yeah.
So now you're doing,
a grown-up soap.
Was that?
A grown-up soap.
Yeah, but it was sort of different. I mean, that show was kind of, we didn't quite do as much work as we do in a day on our show, and it wasn't quite the level of, the intensity level, just in your career-wise too. Like, I'm 10 years older, and, you know, things mean more in your life now than they did back then, and, you know, you realize what you have more now than you did back then, and, you know, it's nice to be here for that, because I don't think I would have even thought of doing something charitable 10 years ago. I've always had like a kind soul, I think, but I don't think I've ever really like.
When do we get to meet that?
I didn't raise him like that.
When do I get to meet the kind
No,
soul?
I just think you have to mature into wanting to give to people, and you have to experience good things before you can realize that there's people there who don't have
Dominic,
good things. You know,
I came out of my mother. I came out of my mother. I wanted to give.
Okay,
The second I came into the
Sure
show,
you did.
I didn't have to go into that.
Are you still in touch with anyone from Edgemont?
Yeah, one of my buddies, Rich. He now lives in LA too. One of the other actors on the show.
Come to the shower.
He's coming to the shower, baby shower.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And who else would I talk to? He might be the only person I talked to. Grace Park I was talking to because I did battle show with her a lot and stuff.
Hey.
Yeah.
Was she on Edgemont as well?
She was.
Wow. She's all over the billboards in LA for Hawaii.
Right for Hawaii 5-0. We had like me, Grace, Kristen, who was on Smallville.
You also get started on Smallville, so
I
which
did
is
get Smallville, yeah. But I didn't work with Kristen.
No, she's gone by then.
Yeah.
I worked on Viper in Vancouver.
Viper. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
How old are you? 62?
I was just gonna say she's older than she's been passing on.
Look at they over 60.
She actually could be my mother.
About 62.
How did the General Hospital role come about? It was a highly publicized role. When
my manager called me up and just said, "You want to put yourself on tape for General Hospital?" And I never really pictured myself going out for a soap, just because in Canada we don't really have soaps.
No.
So you don't really get a chance to go out for them or even consider it. You know, I mean, we have soaps on air, we just don't have them shooting here. You know? So my manager was a huge fan, and things were going really well last year at the beginning of the year, and she said, you know, let's keep the train moving, sort of thing. So I did an audition, sent it down, and then they wanted me to come down and audition in person for them, so they could meet me.
Well,
Make sure I wasn't a jerk before
No.
they gave me the role.
The biggest compliment is that the
And,
person
they
that
did it anyway.
they had someone else in mind for the role, and now like no one can imagine that other person.
Oh, that other guy?
Tom Pelphrey from Guiding Light.
Yeah. Had to bring it in. No, but now like no one can imagine that.
Exactly. You've made the role your own.
So that's something.
By the way, I saw Pelphrey on something the other day, and I couldn't picture, I don't know who he is, but I saw his name in the opening credits. Guest star, what was it? Was it an SVU or something? And I couldn't pick him out. I didn't know which guy he was.
Yeah,
Because I've heard his name before.
we couldn't look more different.
He's the long hair. Yeah.
I don't know. I could show you the episode. You can say, "Oh, that's him." Wasn't sure who he was.
No, I got lucky. I mean, look, I think they offered him a part like 8 months before I booked it, and he turned it down. So.
And he's like 5 years difference. Than
Why
me.
did he turn?
Wow.
Don't know why he turned it down. I think he
You're-
wanted to live in New York, and I think he wanted to live in LA. That's what I heard, but I have no idea what the real reason is. If that is the real reason. But everything works out, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. I've met some great people. These guys we're ridiculously
We joke.
close.
We joke.
And we
but
joke.
We have fun.
And people think we actually don't like each other.
From across the room, we look like friends. We appear to be friends.
Yeah.
From where you're standing, we look like friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it, right?
Yeah.
We enjoy each other's.
I'm trying really.
When Dante came on the show, he was a lot more comedic when he was undercover. The scenes with Sarah Brown, he was very funny. Are we going to get to see that kind of funny Dante again? Because he's all serious now.
They want that.
Well, what do you think happens after you get shot in the chest by your father? I mean, that's a pretty serious happening.
You've had a lot of shirtless scenes. Where's the scar? Everyone's complaining about the scar.
We don't do scars anymore, apparently.
No?
That's what I was
Scars
told.
are
We don't do
expensive.
scars because it's
Scars
like.
cost money.
And you know what? Honestly, we don't have the time to put the makeup on. Like we're going so fast that it just literally is not in the schedule for the day. So, but as far as the Dante funny stuff, you know, I think it has been brought up. Fans must be talking about it because Bob Goose, our head writer, actually mentioned it to me as well. That they'd like to bring back some of the humor and that kind of stuff.
That's good.
And I welcome it because I think it was fun, and I really enjoyed doing that stuff. And he gave the character kind of a lightness in a, you know, everything's very serious. She cries like every 5 seconds.
I don't anymore.
Well, your character's been a lot since you've been on the show. You came in after Kate got shot, and then your son gets shot, and now your boyfriend's shot.
Twice.
Who's gonna get shot next in your life?
Hopefully me, and some, but not.
No.
But I'm okay. Stop.
What? Yeah.
Stop. Let me remember that. But I'm okay. But I'm totally okay. Because I would like to spend a week with everyone having to come into my room and be like, I love you.
So you want to get shot in the knee?
I want to get shot in the knee, but it makes me a little bit unconscious.
No,
I'm
but then
on
if you get
payment.
shot in the knee, then you'd be like that. You'd be like that ratchet, like
Limpy,
More than
I'll
she
be like
already
the
is?
glass menagerie for the rest
More
of
than
my
she already
Oh,
does?
yes, more
But
than
I want everyone coming into my room and like telling me how great I am and having to drop tears over my face all day going like, I love you more than anything. What would I do without you?
She actually cried on my hand.
Johnny telling me how much
dripped
she could
tears
live
on my
without me.
hand.
Steve Weber telling me how much I'm the greatest thing since sliced
Maybe
bread.
that'll happen.
You hated being in the
Do you think you and
I hate
Steve
it.
Weber will get together
I loved it.
after Johnny? Because it's been him. You guys had the chemistry test, and
I think there's some idea that there might be some triangulation between. I don't know for sure.
That's a
I
very
don't.
big
I
word.
don't. Here's the thing.
Triangulation.
I've been watching the show so long that I didn't know that Steve Weber is the grown-up baby that Heather and Joe were making fights over back when I was.
Are you aware of this?
He's like little Petey Jr. or whatever, and I'm like, that's him. That's the guy
Why did they change his name?
that Heather, played by Robin Mattson, was fighting with Joe, played by Doug Sheehan, over when like 20 years ago, and they were like, "But give me the baby, Joe. I need the baby."
he's MacGyver's son, though, isn't he?
He's MacGyver's son, and Joe was not. Yeah, Joe was a different
MacGyver's
person.
son.
The father of Steven Weber was played by Richard Dean Anderson.
Who's Steve
Oh, really?
Weber? Discoveries?
Yeah, abs. I
Oh,
call
that
him
kid, what a
Maytag.
body. Holy
You could
crap.
do your laundry, Maytag. You could do your laundry on his tummy.
The
They
fan.
called Dom Maytag when he was in prison, but that was for different reasons.
Oh.
Hey, I'll be here all week. Hello, is this on? Hello?